Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. This is part 2 in my collection slash perhaps declutter series. Last time I looked at my setting powders and setting sprays, and today I'm going to look at my foundations and concealers. We're actually going to start with concealers. So I don't have many. I tend to kind of find a concealer I like and then go through it and then maybe try another one or buy the same one again. So we're going to start with the ones that I use all the time, and that's probably going to be not surprising at all. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium Honey, which works for some of my foundations, but I wish I had another shade as well because I feel like it is too dark depending on which foundation I use. Like the foundation I'm wearing today, it is way too light. So I do have this one to use on those days, so that is what I'm wearing today. It is the Radiant Creamy Concealer from Nars in the shade Light Vanilla, or Light to Vanilla. So I like that because it's similar. It's not... Shape Tape's probably my favorite still, but I do really like the Nars as well. It takes more to cover things. Another of my favorites is the Bare Mineral Concealer. This is the Correcting Concealer. It does have an SPF of 20 in it. This is in the shade Light 1. As you can see, I have used quite a bit of it, but it is a nice concealer and it does help with acne because it has some medication in it. One that I have not used hardly at all, and I need to start working on it a little bit more, is the Marc Jacobs. This is the Remarkable Full Cover Concealer in the shade Awake, which is number 1. And it does have this little lid. Let's see if I can get it out. And that is what it looks like. Like I said, I haven't used it very much at all. Next up are one that I've been working through, and actually it looks like I've used quite a bit, but maybe that's just because of how the bottle is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer. This stuff is so watery and so thin that what I end up doing is I put it on and then I let it sit for like a minute and then try to blend it in so that it's a little bit more tacky and it covers a little bit more. But for my blemishes, I don't like it. But it was my attempt to get something lighter than my Shape Tape concealer. All right, moving on. I have a couple concealers that I've kind of played with, but not very much. They're just really tiny samples, so there's not much in them. I should really make it a point to finish them. It is the Fake Up by Benefit. I don't even know if you can see that. I think I have, well, this one I haven't used yet, it looks like. So I might put that in my pass along because I don't really need 2 of them, and if I remember right, it is not like my favorite formula, obviously because I haven't used up the itty bitty amount that is in there. One that I just got recently is the Cover FX Perfect Pencil in the shade N Light, so I'm assuming that is neutral light. So this is just like a lip, not like a lip liner, like an eyeliner size concealer, so I think it's good for spot treating. Just got it this week, so I haven't had a chance to play with it. One that came in my glossy box, I believe, it is the Emit Light Makeup, or Emit Makeup, and it is the Active Eye Light Corrector. It looks like it is in the shade 101, and I haven't played with this either. It's a liquid concealer, which I don't do a lot of. Hang on. It's kind of dripping down and I don't want to put the cap back on it with that. So I don't really use liquid concealers all that much where I have to like put them on my finger or what have you. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There's too much light. That's usually not my problem, is it? So yeah, I haven't tried it yet. The same thing with my Touche Éclat by YSL. This is in the shade 2, and as you can see, I have not tried it yet. It was in my Superstar set from Sephora over Christmas, and I haven't tried it yet because I've been trying other other concealers, and I try not to test a foundation and a concealer and a primer and a setting spray all at the same time. I try to do one or the other. This one I haven't even opened, so this I actually might pass on because if I haven't used it yet, if I haven't even opened it, have I opened this one either? I don't think I've opened this one either. That's crazy. These are color correctors. They are the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion. This is for redness. It is the green one. And then I have the peach one for dark circles. So these are going to be put in my maybe pile of things to think about maybe eliminating. We're going to move on to foundations next. I have this little set from Ulta that has some of them. It's a little crazy. So first off, we're going to go through and look at my extensive collection of Bare Minerals. Yeah, I have a lot of them, and I haven't opened most of them because I got so many sets. So I am usually the shade Fairly Light. This one has been opened, so this one I need to put in my pile of ones to finish. This is the matte formula. There is the matte and there is the original formula. This one has not been opened. This is in Fairly Light as well. I also have it in Fair, which has not been opened. Then we have a smaller size in Fairly Light, which has not been opened either. And then I think the rest of these are all original. All right, then we have the original formula, which is not matte. And I have this one in Fairly Light. It also is not open. See, I told you I have an extensive Bare Minerals collection. I have another, this is the medium size. It has not been opened. And then we have the smaller ones. So I have 3 of them in this size. They are all Fairly Light. Let's see if any of them have been opened. This one has not. This one has not. This one may have been opened. Yes, this one I'm almost done with. I actually took out the top piece so that I could finish using it. So I will put that and make it a point to finish that one. And then I have an itty bitty one. These are the even smaller ones, which has not been opened either. So I have how many here? 1, 2 smalls, 1 mini, 2 mediums, and 3 larges, as well as another mini and a large that I need to start using. I might be able to combine that medium and that large together actually. Then we have 2 of these. These are the Big Easy Bigger Than BB Liquid to Powder Foundation BB cream. It was my favorite and I loved it so much, and I finally found it. Macy's had a couple of them left, so I ordered the 2 that they had in the shade Fair because then they had them in other colors. This one I have open, so I do need to put this in my start using it up because I don't want it to go bad. This one has not been open though, so it can sit a little bit, but I love it and I'm so sad they discontinued it. They do have another foundation coming out, so we'll see how that one is. Then I have, this is the Cover FX. It doesn't even say what it is. I've had this for a long time. And it is like a cream to powder foundation. It really covers. I used this for performances. It did come with a sponge, but I haven't used that at all. So this is like a really full coverage. It's in the shade C20. When you want a really full covered foundation that is going to be like a cake because you're on stage, that is what you want. That's what I mostly use it for. Then we have a ton of samples that I should start I need to put them in my sample series. I'm going to organize them once. All right, so the first one we have is Born This Way by Too Faced. I have Ivory, Porcelain, Pearl, Snow, and Vanilla. So hopefully one of those will eventually like actually match me color wise. Then I have a Dr. Jart Beauty Balm in SPF 40. I think this is probably going to be too dark, but we'll try it. So I might actually pass that along. And I think I'm going to pass this one along too. This is the Clinique Even Better, but it is in the shade Neutral, which seems like a little dark. That's 05, and I think I'm 0.5 in their system. Then I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation in 200 Soft Beige, so I'm going to pass that along. And then I have two of these from Lumine, Finland. It is a BBC serum. It says it's no color. Apply before day, night, or BB cream. So I'm going to put those in my skincare actually. There we go. I have some that I don't even know what they are anymore because I took them apart because I just wanted to save my color, and then I was stupid and I didn't save what they were. So I have this. I have no idea what it is. Light, medium light, and dark. This one does tell me what it is. It is an Amazonian Clay Foundation in Fairlight Honey. Then I have the Ultra HD Foundation from Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Y225, which I think is going to be too dark for me, so I'm going to pass those along. And then I have a Maracuja Creaseless Concealer from Tarte in Fairly Light Neutral, so I will keep that. Then I have two from Sephora, yes, in Claire Light. This is the Perfection 10 Hour Foundation, so I have two of those to go through. And then in Light 3 Warm, I have two of these. I don't know what it is though. This is what I am wearing. So this actually might be the same as the other Sephora's that I just looked at. This is in the shade 10 Light and Ivory. That's what I'm wearing on my skin right now. It is the 10 Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. Then I have a Touche Éclat in shade 1, so that's a concealer sample, and a Cover FX in N20, which I don't know how dark or light that will be either. Then I missed one of my concealers. This is in the shade Fair. It is a mineral wear talc-free concealer, and it looks kind of nasty. I don't know if you can tell, but it has like little things all over it. So this is going to go in the trash. That one will be easy to deal with. Here we have a Clinique CC cream in the shade Very Light. A Origins, this is a tinted moisturizer with an SPF of 20. Smashbox BB cream. I used to love this in the shade Fair. And then this is a Sensitive BB cream by Dr. G. It doesn't say what shade it is. So we'll give that a try too. All right, going on, I got a couple more small samples. One is the Marc Jacobs Shameless in Y210. I don't know if this is going to be too dark for me. It might be, and then I might just pass it along. And a Dior Skin Forever Undercover in shade 10. I just got this in my Sephora Play box. It is the Neutral Linen Pressed Powder Foundation. I have another pressed powder foundation. This is in the shade Bare, M Cosmetics. And this is the one that I keep in my purse, and I kind of use it as a pressed powder. So I will be keeping that. A couple of stick foundations. I am not a big fan of either of these, but I'm going to try to use them. One is because it's so tiny. It is the Hourglass in the shade Shell. That's what it looks like. And then I also have Anastasia Beverly Hills, the ABH. This is in Warm Porcelain. The stick foundations don't work that well for me. So it's just not something I normally reach for. I really do like this one. This is the Maybelline Dream Cushion in the shade 10, which is porcelain, and that's how it works, and it has a little sponge with it right there. So I do like this one. I need to start using that again. This is my favorite foundation so far. It is the Peach Perfect Foundation from Too Faced. As you can see, I have used a lot of it. I don't have very much left, so I will be using that up soon. It is in the shade Snow. My most recent foundation purchases are the Burberry. This is in the shade number 11 Porcelain. What is this name? Cashmere Long Lasting Flawless Soft Matte Foundation. Bought 2 of these at TJ Maxx recently. I have the Urban Decay All Nighter. I need to start using this again. This is not my favorite. It really oxidizes, so it turns out way darker than I want it to usually. I got the shade 1.5, which was a mistake because of that. I also have this one from Urban Decay, and it kind of does the same thing on me. It oxidizes like crazy. This is in the shade Light Neutral. This was the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. The packaging on it is cool, but it's not something I've been reaching for. Maybe I should start using my different powder foundations as setting powders before I start opening all my setting powders. I have 2 of these that I got at TJ Maxx when they were on sale. This is the Perfection Powder Foundation in the shade 240 Bisque. This one has not been opened, but it has my little bag is broken on it. But this must be the one that I have used. This is a nice powder foundation. I was excited to find Marc Jacobs at TJ Maxx. Next, we have another Marc Jacobs, which I haven't used very much of, and I think it's because I don't like it. It is the Marvelous Mousse in the shade Ivory. It's not a mousse, as you can see. It is like a thick cream. It says it's a transformative foundation, but it's not my favorite by any means. 2 things that I am going to be just tossing because they're little sample sizes and they just did not work for me. This is the Complexion Rescue Foundation from Bare Minerals. And it's cool that it's all moussey and stuff, but I don't like how it goes on my skin at all, so that one will be tossed. As well, this one, this is the Guerlain foundation, and I was so excited to try this, but it makes me look like an Oompa Loompa because it oxidizes like crazy. So then I have like this funky orangey cast. Next, I have the Hybrid Gel Foundation from Tarte, which has been discontinued, which is kind of sad. I did enjoy this. It is a mess though to use because it just gets everywhere. I do like this, and I'm glad that I got it on sale though. I also have from Lorac, this is the Neutral Performance Foundation. I'm not sure that I really like this. This is in the shade NP1. Oh, I forgot to say this is in the shade Fair Beige. Not really, I don't know if I like this or not. I need to give some of these foundations another try because I haven't used them for a while, or really maybe even at all. This next one, case in point. This is the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Broad Spectrum SPF 25 Brightening Sunscreen Makeup by Benefit. It is in the shade Ivory. Yeah, I don't even know if they make this anymore. I've had it for quite a while, but I want to try it a little bit more. Same with this. This is the Fiona Styles. I bought this last year when they cleared out Fiona Styles at Ulta. It is in the shade 01. This is the matte finish foundation. Then we have the number 7 Lift Illuminate Foundation. This is in the shade Cool Ivory. This is a little too dark for me, but not too bad. I still wear it. I do really like this formula. I think this is a nice foundation. This was a gift from someone who passed it on because it didn't work for them. Then this one, this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I really like this. This is a good, solid foundation. This is in the shade 0.5 Breeze. So I like that. And then the other one that I really quite enjoy is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I've used up quite a bit, over half of this already, so this is something that I will be shortly, well, no, I'm not gonna repurchase it. I'm not gonna repurchase any foundations right now, even though I really, really want to get another tube of this during the BIB sale at Sephora, but I'm going to try to use up some of my foundations because I had a lot more than I figured that I did. So let me know what your thoughts are on my foundation collection. It's a little crazier than I thought it was. I'm going to make it a point to really fix and really use some of these. I'm going to pass along 1 to 3 of the concealers, and I'll put numbers down. I'm not going to count all the sample sizes, but I'll count like the full size products and let you know. I'll put them right here. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I really do appreciate you stopping by so very much, and I'll talk to you guys next time.